Welcome back to WBNN Channel 9 News. Today is Friday, March 27th, 2020. I'm Mr. Peach, and I'm here in my home office, and maybe I'll get around to giving you guys a tour of that if I get bored enough next week. But we're starting to feel like it's important to normalize some things, and one of those things that we can normalize is cranking out BNN at least a few days a week to give you guys things to look at, things to listen to, also just to help everybody feel a little more connected since we're all necessarily separated lately. I'll tell you this, it was raining for a really long time, but yesterday and today the sun has been out. People have been out in their backyards and in their front yards and on the sidewalks, and when people get outside in the warm weather this time of year, people start thinking about planting in their gardens. And if that is you, I have good news for you. This year's FFA greenhouse plant sale is starting up, and here's what you need to know. This year you have to order online, and you'll pick up your order curbside since no customers will be allowed in the greenhouse due to the current social distancing guidelines. There are important directions on how to do this online ordering, and you can get those directions and you can order at mjffa.com. Our current return to school date is April 27th, which is a Monday. That is not necessarily going to stay that way. Nobody really knows for certain yet. All situations are being monitored. But as it currently stands, our return date is Monday, April 27th. Make sure that you're staying tuned for more information and updates about that and all sorts of other dates that are connected to it. On a related note, if you're looking for quick updates, accurate updates, there are a few official channels that you need to stay tuned into. Number one, here on BNN on our YouTube channel and our Twitter and Facebook accounts is one way, but usually the quickest way is through Twitter and Facebook connection to Wilson County Schools directly, which on Facebook and Twitter is the exact same, at Wilson K-12 TN. And if you're looking for more granular specific stuff to Mount Juliet High School, Weston Demonbreun has been doing a fantastic job this year with making new social media channels for Mount Juliet High School. And on both Twitter and Facebook, you can reach those at MJBearsOfficial. And then if you want to follow Mrs. Rainey on Twitter, she is at MJHSRainey. Please believe me when I tell you that these sources of information are going to be the quickest and the most accurate if you're looking for updates on a situation that is constantly evolving. A couple of important pieces of information that I need to pass along. Number one, it is very important that everybody understands there's not supposed to be anybody in the building on any Wilson County Schools property that's not officially approved to do so during this social distancing time. Make sure that you are not on campus for any reason until this situation changes. Also, something that's been really cool that's been popping up in the last couple of weeks, teachers are finding new and innovative ways to do online communication with their students. And one of those ways has been the app Zoom, which does fairly strong video communications. Information came out today at the county level that says we cannot use Zoom for communications between teachers and students. And this has to do with FERPA guidelines. There are very specific regulations on how technology for that thing has to work when you're dealing with the privacy of students and their records and such. And so Zoom is not FERPA approved. However, Google Hangouts and Google Meet are FERPA approved. So teachers and students, if you guys are holding class video conferencing, it needs to be inside of either Google Meet or Google Hangouts. There's some other video content out there right now from Mount Juliet High School that you can check out that we've uploaded recently. So for instance, a couple of days ago, earlier in this week, Mrs. Rainey uploaded a very thorough 15-16 minute video on major updates and words of encouragement for both students and teachers. And you can catch that on either the MJ Bears official Twitter and Facebook accounts or on the WBNN YouTube account. Also, a couple of days ago, we uploaded a very long video of teachers speaking directly to the camera about what they miss about being at Mount Juliet High School every day. And it really did get pretty emotional for a while there. So be sure you go check that out if you haven't already. And also one of my favorite ones that I've seen recently is Sergeant Major Jonathan Clark from our very prestigious MCJROTC program did a 15-minute workout with just him in his room at home. And you can check that out on Bonus Bear Network. I tried to keep up with it. I can't keep up with it, but that is why these MCJROTC kids are in such good shape. It's amazing. You should totally go take a look at it. One last thing that I'm going to leave you with, we're going to do more full-on news stuff starting next week, hopefully. In the meantime, though, Weston DeMumprian has been recording some really cool musical performances for the Quarantine Challenge, and he's been kind enough to upload some of those to Google Drive so that I can put them out under the Mount Juliet High School video channels. And so I'll be putting some of those on the Bonus Bear Network, but I'm also going to include them on the main news channel here at WBNN on YouTube. So here's the first of Weston DeMumprian's Quarantine Challenge videos. Thanks, guys. See you next week.